spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another SEC rival, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. To it for the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So South Carolina's offense will get first crack at it today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The LSU Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense, applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab, it's Brown. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Anderson. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab near the marker. It's Brown. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Firing to the right, complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. 3rd down, find my guy, get him the rock, he gets the first down.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Stura. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's got it on the move. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU!
Mano a mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Running back searching for a hole. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
LSU 7, South Carolina 0.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Got a man, it's Jacobs. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Setting up the screen. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Looking to the end zone. Fires a ball, now it's picked off.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got him downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well-earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They just keep firing. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Got him! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together an 81-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Williams. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the gun, running back on the move. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. At the 40, there he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
There's just so much for this defense to think about. They've had strong side runs thrown out. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs, too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Anderson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The give from the gun. Breaks into the open. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. quick completion on the out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Gamecocks are facing 3rd and inches. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Fires to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Wants to throw again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's now 2nd down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
At the 31. First down for the offense.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Back to the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here.
South Carolina, 0.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Sellers. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Creates a little room. Turning it on! And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built a lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
about this change? Play it safe, don't make a mistake deep in your own end. Suddenly you're in plus territory and on the attack. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
They'll run it. It's Durham. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the inside give. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the shotgun, the inside give. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
To the air, it's Sellers. Finds his tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down. It's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Powers through the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. After run, now throw. Punch it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.